What happens after we die? Mysterious accounts from mystic books. Throughout human history, death has been one of the greatest unknowns. Different cultures and mystical texts describe various scenarios of what happens after the soul leaves the body. From ancient scriptures to esoteric teachings, many theories attempt to explain this transition. So, according to mystical books, what awaits us after death? 1. The soul leaving the body. Mystical sources state that at the moment of death, the soul departs from the physical body. According to the Tibetan Book of the Dead, death is not an end but a transition. The soul enters an intermediate state known as bardo, where it may still experience echoes of its earthly life until it realizes it has left the material world. Some teachings suggest that the soul may initially be unconscious and gradually regain awareness. 2. The first experience, life's panorama. Many mystical traditions claim that after death, the soul reviews its entire life. This is similar to the Western idea of one's life flashing before their eyes. However, the intriguing aspect here is that the soul experiences its life not only from its own perspective but also from the perspectives of others. If a person performed acts of kindness, they feel the joy they brought to others. If they caused harm, they experience the pain they inflicted. This phase allows the soul to evaluate its earthly life before progressing further. For instance, in the Egyptian Book of the Dead, this stage is described as a divine trial, where the soul must present itself before Osiris. The heart of the deceased is weighed against the feather of truth, determining whether they are worthy of the afterlife. 3. The journey through different realms. According to mystical books, the afterlife experience depends on the soul's level of spiritual awareness. In Tibetan Buddhism, Hinduism, and certain Islamic Sufi traditions, it is believed that the soul transitions into different realms based on its attachment to earthly desires. If a person was deeply attached to materialism and worldly pleasures, their soul may remain in a lower vibrational realm, sometimes called the astral plane or the gray zone. Souls in this state are believed to linger near the physical world, often trying to reconnect with their past life. However, when a soul releases its earthly attachments and achieves higher awareness, it transitions to a realm of divine light and peace. Many mystical texts describe encounters with spirit guides, ancestors, or enlightened beings at this stage. The Divine Tribunal, justice beyond death. Another common theme in mystical sources is a post-death judgment. In Hinduism, this is known as the Karma Tribunal, where the soul is evaluated based on its previous actions. If a person lived a virtuous life, they may ascend to a higher spiritual plane. If they lived selfishly or harmfully, they may need to reincarnate to correct past mistakes. Christianity and Islamic mysticism also depict a judgment process. In Islamic Sufi traditions, the soul enters a state called barzakh, a waiting period where it remains conscious of its earthly deeds. If they lived a righteous life, they rest in peace. If they lived immorally, they experience distress known as grave torment. 5. Rebirth or ultimate liberation. At the end of the post-death journey, mystical books generally describe two possible outcomes. 1. Reincarnation. Hinduism, Buddhism, and some esoteric teachings suggest that the soul is reborn into a new body, returning to the material world. The new life is shaped by past actions and spiritual lessons yet to be learned. 2. Final liberation. Some mystical traditions believe that the soul is trapped in a cycle of rebirth, but can eventually escape. In Hinduism, this is called moksha, while in Buddhism it is known as nirvana, the state of ultimate peace and unity with the divine. In Sufi teachings, this is referred to as annihilation in God or union with the divine. Conclusion. Is death an end or a new beginning? According to mystical books, death is not an end but a transition for the soul. While the physical body perishes, the soul embarks on a new journey. This journey is determined by the individual's spiritual level and their actions in life. Some teachings suggest that the afterlife is a test, an opportunity for the soul to evolve and reach higher awareness. Others describe it as part of an ongoing cycle of spiritual growth that continues until the soul attains ultimate peace. So, what do you think happens after death? Do mystical teachings make sense to you? Share your thoughts in the comments.